Hey everyone, it's Jason. So today for Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, we have the deck storage box, which just came out. You can probably order your own. I don't know why I didn't cut this plastic before I started the video. That was really dumb of me. Yes, this is supposed to hold all of the current cards as well as everything. I think they said up through 2021, like all of next year's content. But people that have already had this and have filled everything up have seemingly shown that it's not going to hold everything for the next year, unless they all of a sudden decide to stop releasing content. I know a lot of people, including myself, have bought multiple boxes. I bought 2 right off the bat just because I like the boxes. I'm gonna buy more. It's a pretty nice box. Has lots of cool artwork. So this side has up here you have your original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You have your Putty Patrol down here, and on the side you have a bunch of the different Rangers, all the different arc. You have some Zords. Flip to this side, we have more good guys. I don't think any of them are new or unspoiled. I believe all of these are characters that are in the set, which is all artwork from the cards. On the back here, we have this cool picture of Goldar and Red Ranger. Artwork by a couple of different people there. Dan Moore, there's a lot of the original set. Definitely check out Renegade's website if you want to see some more. There's an elf on that side. This bottom has a Madame Woe. This other side here has the villains. And again, I don't think any of these are ones that haven't been released yet. Although unless this is Nasty Night. Yep. Unless I'm wrong. I don't think I am. I think all of these have been released. That guy I don't recognize. That's the only one. Not to say he doesn't exist or hasn't been released. I just don't remember him. Alright, let's pop her open. We looked at the artwork long enough. Alright. Why am I having such difficulties opening this? And then, of course, we're going to get a bunch of other artwork on the outside of the box. So here's going to definitely show some cards, characters, and stuff we haven't seen before. Obviously, Finster, but I haven't seen some of these other monsters, so these are some maybe good hints for the future. Or they're just pulling artwork from the comic books. There we have a Yellow Ranger, some Putties, Red Ranger, some Megazords. And then, yeah, so this is definitely interesting right here. That is the Pink Ranger shooting a Green Ranger's dagger. And this is another image of her shooting that. Looks like Lord Drakon, I think it's version 2, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. But it also looks like she's wearing the dragon armor. So that is maybe an odd spoiler for the future. So here we have 2 sheets of divider tabs, or stickers. To put on our dividers are kind of like, interestingly they get them like color coded, like they kind of colored them. But we have enough there. We have some long ones there. Here's the inside of our box. There's special artwork inside, which gets us 3 trays. Should fit sleeved cards just fine. Then we have our regular dividers, and we have some big dividers, and these 2 little boxes here. So we have one for our Ranger cards, which that's cool, with all the different Rangers on there. And we have one for our Zords. Kind of cool, actually, like all the different regular Zords actually just attacking like normal. Don't see that too often. Ooh, look at that. There's also another future hint. The Ultra Zord. Titanius, I think. And there's also the Shogun Megazord. I think we've seen that in the battle with Regal card before. So that'll fit all your Zords and your big cards. So I got my Space Ranger set right here. So if I take all these, I can drop them in there. There's still enough room in there so I can sleeve them. And they'll stick up a little bit. But then they can get dropped in here. And then you can have like your Ranger cards. You can have Zords in one. That way, just so they're all separate. That's just kind of nice, because otherwise, if you just put them in here, they're going to be sliding all around. So that was really cool of them here to add those. And I wonder if part of that, if they expect you to take these boxes out. Maybe, and then it'll hold all the cards for the set. Which is, I guess you can do, but it kind of defeats the point of, because there's no lids or anything on those. And then, yeah, like, this is Rise of the Psycho Ranger set right there. Not sleeved or anything, so I put it in there. So if that's one big set, you can obviously fit, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big boxes in there, and we've had 3. You know, not to mention, this is Machine Empire pack, which is 1, which is a little less than half, so you have about 2 of those. So every small set's about 2 big sets. So that means that was, if you went 5 in one side, that would be your base set, Shattered Grid, and Psycho Rangers, and then you could have 4 other sets in there. So Villain Pack 1, Villain 2, Legendary Tommy, and Zeo Rangers. So that's one side there, essentially. Plus then you got like Kickstarter stuff on one side, plus all the new stuff that's coming out, because you'd have like the new Forever Rangers pack, plus the other villain packs. That's 1. Even if you sell the Kickstarter stuff, is equal to like 1 big box set. So that's 2 spots taken up. I mean, there's definitely plenty of room in here. Some people are probably going to do the same thing I did, is have 2 boxes, so probably sort 1 box for heroes, the Rangers, 1 box for villains. Just that way you can keep everything separate. Alright, so I'm going to look at the dividers themselves. Lots of duplicate artwork. I mean, now they're not going to make 50 bazillion different ones for every Ranger. So you can kind of, that's what all the little tabbies here are for. So you can write on there what you want. So if you want, Red Ranger, Space Ranger, however you want to put them. And then like here are the Zords. So they kind of have these sorted out. So this should be your Megazords. Gonna show off all those guys. And then here we have just some regular Zords. And then here we have a bunch for, should be Rangers, but they also show the Megazord on there. Some Rangers on the back. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can separate them by teams. So Mighty Morphin, Turbo, Hyperforce, Space. Let's see, what are the... You only have 3 more teams, so that means depending on how you sort them, you could do Time Force for the pink. Yeah, we have way too many teams because you have all the allies added some more. So you have to kind of combine them. It's just how you, depending on how you want to write the names on there. You just do like Mighty Morphin, you know, like by the big 5 colored teams. And then do like Allies Pack, Tommy Pack, you know, but you get to debate what you do. My favorite thing on this artwork, though, is the Dino Megazord with the Mastodon shield. I love when he uses it as a shield. I love the little alternate modes, kind of like also like the tank mode. I mentioned that like on one of the forums. I would love if they released the tank mode in there. And then yeah, these guys are just kind of sitting here. And you'll see those stick up above the box like the regular cards. Didn't go up above the box, even a little sleeved. And then they just sit above the box. But they're still way far down in there, so they're not going to be in the way. Alright, and then we have a massive pack of these. And if you had pre-ordered the next bunch of Power Ranger content coming out, they have Fan Appreciation Kit, which will get you more dividers and a scenario pack booklet, and a couple other Zords. I'm not sure if that's still available at the time of this video. Check out Renegade's website, because maybe they'll push it a little bit longer. But yeah, the idea of it was supposed to be that like you could get more dividers to hold content for the rest of the game. So here we have a ton of these. They're all the same. And these are, again, these are supposed to be for your Rangers. So you have like a couple of different Rangers there, Red Ranger. And then this is the other side with the Green Ranger. And then there's like a spot where you can put your little tab. And again, you can sort them however you want, you know. Like red space, you know, Red Ranger, pink, you know, however you want. Abbreviate them or list them. And that's kind of nice that they sort of put this little tab thing in here. It's kind of interesting. Because then, like, you should still be able to grab the card out of there. So let's just see how that looks. If I do that, I'm just going to grab a stack of these. So, like, when I put them in there, then let's put another stack in there, like, with the next divider. Yeah, so then when they're divided like this, you should be able to like grab the next set of cards pretty easy because they have that little ridge open. Versus if it was just straight all the way across, just for, you know, so if it was like this, it would be hard to grab that one. Although what you could do is you could do like one direction, one the other direction. You know, like this, and that way, okay, so you can like reach back, you know, and put your finger right up against that one to pull this one forward. So that's a different way to do it. You'd be covering up a little bit of that artwork on the top. But again, it's kind of how you decide to do it. That's why they made them like this. It's player choice. You know, you bought it, you do what you want. They didn't want to like force you into having a bunch that were, you know, like, oh, I have to have one for the Red Ranger, have to have one for this. You know, then you have with a bunch of dividers that maybe you might never use if you don't buy everything. So here's the Foot Soldiers one. Again, you're not required to use this as Foot Soldiers. You can use it for whatever, but it shows the Foot Soldiers on there. Because we would have regular putties, super putties, Z putties, Mastodon Sentries, the Tengu Warriors if you had the Kickstarter, and the Quantons, which I think I got right from the Space Ranger set. And I'd still leave you with 1, 2, 3, 4 more left over for the next four minions they would do, Foot Soldiers. And then we have all the monster ones, which have Eye Guy on the front. Friggin' creepy. And then we have Pudgy Pig, Archerina, and Pumpkin Wrapper. There's plenty of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 30 different monsters. Like, so you have plenty of different ones you can do there. And then we have Master Vile for the bosses, and we got plenty of those. I have like Rita, Cyclopsis, Rito on the back. And then we come across, we have Madam Webb, or Madam Woe, and we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. And these were just meant to be extra, so you can kind of like, if you had different cards, you wanted to go a different way, so you could like, use some of these for specific other characters if you wanted to, or if you wanted to get like mastermind cards, like the mastermind schemes if you wanted to put that on a separate one, or like Mega Goldar and Cyclopsis if you don't want to include them with the master cards, you want to put them separate. Maybe even like the Nemesis cards, because on the back though they also have like pictures of Rangers, which everyone keeps failing to mention. They always keep mentioning, oh, we have all these extra ones here, but they forget that there's a backside. So you can kind of use it for whatever. That's cool. That's all our different dividers. I'll have to like gather all my cards up, see how it looks when I shove them all in there. I have my own current dividers, so I gotta see if I want to use those. I use these. But that's the box set. The only other thing I got with all of these packs is I was getting an extra set of dice. Because why not? If you're looking for more dice, these are kind of fun. The base set comes with white dice with black picture symbols on it. So here you can buy like your Ranger specific dice. You get the blue, black, yellow, red, green, pink, and white dice. So you have one for each of the main colors. That way if you're playing as your Rangers, you can be like, oh, you're the Blue Ranger. Here, you can take the blue dice. And so on and so forth. All the major colors are represented. Even though like not all the colors are the same. It's the 5 main Sculpt colors. The only ones they didn't make dice for yet are Bulk and Skull, which are purple and orange. But that's because they're the only purple and orange Rangers. So if they make other purple and orange Rangers, I bet there'll be more dice. And the only other one that's different was Zeo Gold. He has black and gold dice. But that was a special Kickstarter thing. You got those separate. Otherwise, you just use black dice for him and treat him as a black Ranger. In that sense. Alright, see you guys later. Just one quick extra add-on to this video. So, I have these card storage boxes. And this is how I've done I was doing my games before this box came out. Like I already had started using, created them. So I had all my Power Rangers sorted out like this. So we have, Orange Ranger here. And then we have like name, symbol. I usually have like colored symbol for them and whatever their Zord is. We have Alpha, Ninjor, just so if you're playing with them, you know what Zord goes with them quick. The Zeo Rangers, which they're actually in here. Then all my Zeos, like Turbo, Phantom Ranger, Magnifying. And I had Spot here ready for all my Space Rangers when they finally came. Dino Thunder, Hyperforce, so on and so forth. And I thought this worked really well because if I'm looking at this from the top, I'll hold this. I can quickly see which Ranger is which. I can't see their Zord or anything immediately, but just by looking down, I can like, oh, I'm looking for that one. It's right there. This is how I have mine, and I have a separate box for all the villains. So I thought, okay, maybe I can just transfer those over into this new box. Here's the problem. They stick up quite a bit, because there is a good height difference on these two boxes. So now I have to decide whether I just want to keep all of my cards in my original boxes that I have, which is still, which you can clearly see, there's plenty of storage left. You definitely be able to fit plenty of more Rangers in there. Or if I want to try and cut my dividers down, because they're not only are they too tall, they're also a little bit too wide. But width isn't a problem, I can cut that down. But to get them to be the correct height, yeah, I'm just looking at that. I have to cut a decent amount off the bottom, because right now, how they're sitting here, like, they just cover up the name of the Zord. So if I had to cut them down so they would fit, I would probably have to cut them so they would probably be up about that high. So they might, that'd be my only problem is with the sleeves sticking out. And I buy penny sleeves, so I mean, it's like, I mean, maybe if you have better sleeving, this might be a better idea. You know, like, sleeving comes right to the top of the cards because they're better sleeves. Maybe that's, you know, it might work better. I just worry that, yeah, are they going to stick? It might still work. So I'll have to decide. Maybe I'll have to, like, take one of my other cards if I have an extra one or something, or an errored one, because I know I have some errored ones I've made. I might just have to try to cut it down and see if it'll fit in here, see how that'll work, if I want to use this, versus having to then rewrite everything on here. Because I have the names on here, nice big font, I have this team symbol there. The Zord's kind of nice, but even if I'm pulling a card out, that's when I can read the Zord, so I don't have to read it beforehand. Or I'll always have to try and sit here and figure out how to read on these. I mean, these dividers are definitely nice. I like them. I'm glad that I got them. But maybe they're not what I'm going to use. Alternatively, I have 2 boxes. You know, maybe what I might end up having to do is just shove all my Ranger cards back in this other box so I don't lose them in here. Maybe I might do, though, is maybe these will become my Ranger storage boxes. I don't know if it's going to be ideal, but if 2 boxes are not hold enough of these, obviously it won't hold it once you dump all the foot soldiers in there, but I could maybe use this for all the Rangers versus my current storage, or what I was going to do. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I just wanted to, just show you an idea. One other thing I do want to point out, foam bricks. If you're buying these boxes, I would recommend going Amazon or wherever, see if your local hobby store carries these, buy these foam bricks, because that way when you're shoveling all your cards in here, even with the dividers, if you don't own enough to fill up, so like let's say I only bought the base set and the Space Rangers, even with my dividers, look how much extra room with one of them foam boxes. This will help keep them from then falling over, sliding around. I mean, you could use one of these for the time being, you know, and fill them in like that, but it might depend on how many extra spots you have or whatnot. What's also nice about the foam bricks is you can turn them sideways like this, and they can take up more room. And it just helps keep your cards from falling over. So I would definitely recommend that for any storage boxes you have. Alright, that is all I have on this for now. If I do another thing where I fill these up or figure something out, I'll definitely post another video and show you guys. See you later. Bye.